Hello. Welcome to Lizzie's Designs by Dawn. This is my first live going on tonight, so I am streaming on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram all at the same time. So we're going to try this tonight, and tonight we're going to be using reusable stencils, and tonight ours is called If Only Sarcasm Burned Calories. And it's just so funny. I thought let's start off July, the next half of the year, with a little bit of sarcasm and some fun. So I'm going to turn on my other camera here so we can see what we're doing in just a moment. Okay, so here's my surface down here. Tonight we're going to be chalking on the couture bouquet board and base, and so this is what it looks like. So I'm still used to getting the camera here. So this is the board. There's a little base, so let's go ahead and open it up. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Happy July. It is now my time here in the Pacific Northwest. It is 12:10 at night. So where are you tuning in from? Are you in the States? Are you anywhere else? I can see comments, so if you say that you're here, or I know it's late for some people, but this is when my brain works, is at night. So this comes with a cute little stand. So it has a cutout here, and then your board can go either way, on the left or the right, and you can stick it up. You can have it standing up like so. Sorry. You can have it standing up like so, or you can have it laying down on the side. Isn't that super cute? So we're going to be chalking on this tonight, and we're going to be using the stencil. And let me get my chat going there. Okay. And today is July. So here in July, a lot of things in couture has come out, and we're really excited. August is coming too. Fall is coming after summer, of course. And so we just came out with a new fall line, and it's going to be so much fun. So here is our board, and it's just a chalkboard, so you can erase this. I'm used to one camera, so I'm getting used to two cameras here. So you can erase this and start anew. And if you don't like it, you can flip it over and do something on the other side. So I have been with couture for just a couple weeks, I think. But I love to craft, and I love to do all kinds of things. And I like to gift people things. And so it's just a great way to do things. And you can do it, you can give it to them, and then they love it. And you can do all kinds of things. There's no limit to the imagination. So, but before you do anything with your transfer, you have to first take it out of the package. So that's the first step. So you take it out of the package. If I can mark it here. Da-da-da. And then when you're done with this, you can just stick it right back in the package, and then you can keep it that way. This is called our A transfer, and they are about a 5x7 type. It's a 5x7, and it's sticky. So when you undo it, you can see that the sticky, and you can see that it's a see-through. And that is the screen printing part on it. And so first thing that you're going to do, though, is you're going to take a cloth that we have called the fuzzing cloth. So it's like a microfiber on one side and a towel on the other, and then it's called fuzzing. So you're going to add some fuzz onto your transfer. So let's see how it goes. Here we go. So I'm going to take it to the microfiber side, and I'm going to turn it down this works. You can put it on your clothes too if you don't have a fuzzing thing. And you're going to take your transfer. Hold on if I can get it off the packet. Oh, before I did that, I forgot. I'm going to write on the back the word sarcasm or the word back, because if we don't, this side is a little shiny, and so is this side where the transfer sticks to. And I think that if you don't write something on the back, you're gonna try to stick this to the back, and it's not gonna stick, and then you get frustrated. So first thing we do is I'm just gonna write back on here with a little arrow. Then I know it's going up. So if you're here, say hello. And hold on just a moment. I'm trying to work on my screens here. And today the keyword that you want to key in is sarcasm. Sarcasm. So if you mention sarcasm in the chat, I will send you a link that will have a link to different things, a link to get this transferred and all the things that you need to do this project. And then also you'll get a link to join my VIP club. And then you'll also get a link for like our perks club. And oh, it's just so cool. So our perks club, this has got stuck. So you want to, sorry, I'm going to fuzz this a couple times. 1, 2, 3. Just enough to get a little bit of stick on it. You can see it's a little bit, has a little bit of fuzz to it. You can fuzz it a little bit. When we do this, that it just helps it not to stick so hard to our surface. Sometimes if we're using wood surface and we're putting this down, it can pull the wood up, or things like that. So we just stick it, then we just put that to the side. Then we're going to take our little chalkboard, and we're just going to line it up and see where it is in the middle. So I was telling you about our different things that you can enjoy with our that's pretty straight, so that's what it looks like when you put it on. And then you just rub with your fingers out, and to get all the air bubbles out. It doesn't matter so much on the teal part. You really want to get it like away from like all the middle and stuff, because if you have an air bubble and you're trying to put your chalk on it, it's just not going to work as nicely. So here this is, it's on, our surface is on. And again, our keyword today is sarcasm. But we also have this awesome different ways you can do get a transfer. You can be it's called a Club Couture member, which is Happy Mail every month. Like, how can you not go wrong with Happy Mail? I love Happy Mail. And in the Happy Mail, it comes with everything that you need for that thing. So this month's Happy Mail is called Vegetable Garden. And this is what it looks like. So you get a tote bag, you get the cute little stencil, and you get 3 single of chalk paste, which they can last you a while, and then you can also reuse them a little bit, like seal them up, things like that. And this is awesome because every month you can get Happy Mail. I meant Happy Mail. It's my brain is not working. But Happy Mail. So again, it's the cute little vegetable garden. Like, how adorable is that, with the little squash and the onions and the beets, carrots, tomatoes, peppers, cucumber, corn, and yeah, it's just super cute. And then it has 3 colors. It has like a purpley, a dark blue, and like a light blue color. And for every month, only $22, and you get all of that. I mean, that's normally like 40 or more worth it. So I think it's a great deal. And that's one way that you can get Happy Meal. Another way is you can be a Perks member. A Perks member on the club member thing, the club member where you get Happy Meal. Anybody can get that. So even if you're a designer, or if you just want to have Happy Meal every month and that's all you would like, that's awesome. There's another way. It's called Perks member. A Perks member, they get 30% off. They get a $20 a month bonus product credit, and they get to be part of the creating community. Like, how exciting is that? That's pretty cool, right? Let me just check to see how everyone's doing. 1 second. Okay. So if you're here, say hello, and be glad to see you. Okay, so we have now have our transfer on our surface. Next comes a fun part. I like this part. This part is so fun. Tonight we're gonna just do a one and done thing. You can do many colors if you wanted to. You can make it all different ways. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my camera angle right here. There you go. That's better. And but tonight we're just gonna do one. Maybe we'll do one and done. Yeah, not sure. I'll think about that. But I was thinking about just doing white because the chalkboard, and it would just come out cute with one. Once you get this done, then you just wash it under water, and you just run it under water. Or I have a little bucket of water here that you can just wash it out. Sometimes if it doesn't come off of the way, we have these they look like Mr. Clean things, but they're called board erasers, and they help to get off the extra that has been left behind. So those are always fun. Okay, so the first thing, so we have our transfer on our surface, and we got all the air bubbles out of it. And so next comes our paste. This is what it looks like. It's very creamy, and this one is called Bright White. We have many colors, and we also have a color of the month. This color of the month is called Magnolia. No, it's not called Magnolia. It is not called Magnolia. It's called I just lost it. Man, just forgot what the word is. It is called Magnolia. I think it is. Maybe that one. I'm not sure. Now I just lost my train of thought. Oh well. So every month we have a color of the month, and this one is like a bright yellow, and it's really like a happy yellow for fall and things like that. So here is our paste. So what you're going to do is when you first open it, you're going to take a little stir stick, and you're just going to stir it for it to be like the consistency of like yogurt. So it's really creamy. If it seems to be a little bit like hard or not pliable, you can always add a little spritz of distilled water. You want to use distilled water instead of regular tap water, because if you use regular tap water, you could make your product turn moldy in there, and we don't want to do that. So always use distilled water when using your chalk paste. Okay, so stir it a few times. You want it to a nice consistency. Sometimes you'll hear a sound. That's good because that means you're just getting out from the bottom and you're getting all the sides. How's everyone's day's been today? Was it hot in your area? It's hot here. So warm. Ugh. Fire and heat don't go well. So I'm just scraping the sides, getting it all happy in there. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here really quick. I can just check and make sure I am here with everybody. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to take our little squeegee, our little cute little squeegees. It says couture on it. And you're going to just take some from your jar. It doesn't take much. And really, you don't have to press hard either. So that's a nice thing. So what you're going to do is you're just going to plop it on, maybe in different areas. Now with the chalk, it does dry pretty quickly, especially if it's warm around here. So you're just going to take it and you're just going to, oops, try not to get off the edge. And you're just going to gently pull it across and take your extra and just put it back in your jar. And then you're going to keep going. And it spreads pretty great. Doesn't take much. Just keep going. Spread it across the nice even areas. Sometimes you think, oh wait, did I get that? Just go over it again a little bit. You'll see it. And then you want to chalk with this chalk couture facing up. You can turn your project if you need to, and you can just pull the chalk. Pull it. And then you don't want it to just dry. You don't want it to dry on here, so you gotta. It's a pretty quick endeavor. And then this is my favorite part. Oops, I got a little bit of chalk on the outside of here. Oh well, that just will come off with water. Next, you just take your transfer and you pull it straight up to the ceiling. Keep pulling. Sometimes you can maneuver it. Pull, 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 pull. And there you go. You got one end done. It was super easy. Then you're going to take this transfer and you're going to put it in a thing of water. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Stick it in the water here. Really quick while I clean up this part. Let me clean off this little part of the chalk here. And a little bit there. Hey, not bad for first time on this little chalky dude. So let me put my water here. So I just stuck in some water. I'm going to clean up my other stuff. I'm going to just put them in the water. Okay. Make sure you close up your lid so where it's all clean. So now you're just going to go in and you're just going to rinse it off. Just rinse it. You can use your fingers. Try to get as much as you can off before you use the board eraser. This is sort of satisfying too because it just gets all nice and clean again. Now sometimes, so these transfers you can use, the company says 10 to 12 times, but if you take really good care of them, you can use them a whole lot more. So again, they're reusable transfers, and So here I am getting off all that stuff. So I got most of it off, as you can see. Some of it's still there. So I'm going to take my little board eraser and I'm just going to erase the rest of the stuff that's in here. Usually if I was in the sink, you could see it better. But all I have is a tub right now, so you can do that. But you can also put it on your hand and you can erase it. And you can see that it just takes off all of the extra paste. So it takes off extra paste. Let's see how clean it is. And then we turn it over and we clean the other side just to get it, but gently so you don't ruin the screening. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's see here. That's pretty clean. Yep, I think so. So sometimes when you're cleaning your board, your transfers, you'll notice some of the colors like to stain the transfer, and that is okay. That's where the board eraser comes into play, and it helps to not have it stain so much. For example, I had one here and I had one here, and you can see that it just still has some remnants left of where the dark color was at, but it's all clean, but there's nothing left in there. And then once that is clean, I'll clean out those tools in a moment. I'm going to take my towel, my fuzzing cloth, put this on the ground for a minute. I'm going to take my fuzz cloth, and if I was going to reuse this, I would just dry it really quickly. But since I'm not reusing it right now, oh, I thought I got all of it out. Guess I missed some. That's where I take this for a second and I just dip it in my water. I'm going to use this again just to try to get it out. Yeah, that works better. I can see now. Okay, so you just do that. Get out all the extra paint, chalk, I meant. And there we go. So if I was going to use this again instantly, I would have just dried it off, but I'm not going to. So in that case, I'm going to take a disinfectant cloth, and I'm going to just wipe the top and the bottom with the cloth. If I can get one out of here. You can also use a baby wipe as well. So you're just going to wipe the top of this, and then you're going to wipe the back of it with it. Now, when you dry this, you want to dry it with sticky side up, because also when we're doing this cloth on here, it's revitalizing the stickiness of the transfer. So when we dry it, when we air dry it, we just let it air dry, sticky side up. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put it over here for right now so it can just dry. And then when it is dry, I will then take it and I will put it back on its thing and just clean out my mess here. And then put it back into this little plastic holder to keep it. And that's how easy it is to chop. Very simple. Just cleaning up my mess here on this chalkboard. Very easy. And that's what it looks like, our finished project. It's very quick and easy. But it's a funny saying. And if that only worked that way. So then we would take our design that we just made. Put my stuff over here for a second. The chalk over here. And we can just set it up. I think on this camera it'll be a little backwards, but you can see what it's supposed to do. See? The cute little sign. Let's see. See? Very simple, very easy way to do it. So it's just a fun little thing. And let me close this camera for a second. So this is what we made. If only sarcasm burns calories. And we are also talking about how couture has many different blanks that you can chalk on. You can chalk on anything, actually. You can do clothing. You can do bags. You can do all kinds of things. Or you can find something and have fun and craft on that as well. But this is what we did today. And then also we talked about how, oops, I put my wet cloth on my paper. How July is couture the month, your Happy Mail, and what you can get. And it's a cute little bag with the transfer and 3 single piece in there and a bag. So you can get that for every month. We also talked about, I did not talk about this month, from now to the 7th, you can get 20% off with code birthday, which is BDAY20. I'll put it on here really quick. It is, let's see here. It's BDAY20. So that will show, that will get you 20% off of your order, and it gets you also $8 for flat shipping. So that's exciting. We also talked about being a Perks member, which means you get 30% off anything, and you also get not free, but pretty much a $20 credit to get whatever you want in the month. And then also you get to join a creative community. Also, the last way to be is to be a designer like I am. And when you're a designer, you get everything like the Perks members does, except your discount is 40% off. And you get $20 credit monthly. And you get your own website, and you get a whole lot of other things. Also, like when you join as a designer, you get another 15% off on that. The awesome thing about couture is that all the discounts are stackable. Like, how cool is that? So if you are wanting to, say you just want to be a designer, it's the lowest, it's $20. You can buy the kit, that's $99, or you can just buy it $20 and you can get what you want. And then for the Happy Mail every month is $22. And for like, you commit for 3 months, which who wouldn't want to do longer? Like, you get Happy Mail. And also it's Couture's happy birthday. It's 8 years that they've been a company. So thank you so much for joining with me today on my first Couture Live. Um, and I chose Busy Designs by Dawn just because it's fun. And so you can check over at my page, my Facebook page, Wizzy's Designs by Dawn. I'm on Instagram and on YouTube. So please join me again, and we will do another fun chalking event. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and have a great tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.